Oh, what's up everybody, and welcome to another video. In today's video I'm talking a little bit about something that happened recently to me, which is very interesting, I think. You know, I've been making these videos for a while now, but it's never been a format that like I myself watch or, I don't know, partake in a lot. And there's a few good reasons for that. I think some of the main reasons are like, I just don't do much that is conducive to, you know, kind of taking in this kind of content. Be it just like casual podcasts, you know, I don't really watch any podcasts or anything like that, or any other sort of casual, like put it on in the background content, because everything that I do is a very active thing, right? So I'm either editing videos for us or I'm writing scripts, both of which are things that I can't have like music on in the background with lyrics for, because, you know, it's required my full eyes and ears to do. You know, if I'm writing a script, that requires me to, you know, not have my brain in other places. And if I'm editing, I genuinely have to be like fully involved in the process. And then outside of that, I'm either filming our videos or I'm actively working on a set where I'm literally recording the sound of people. And so I just don't get the opportunity to take in content that is like casual very often, if that makes sense. Like, I just don't get to enjoy, oh, this is a podcast and like it's literally just someone talking or whatever. Like, I don't get the opportunity to do that. And so it's not a type of media that I've ever really understood fully, because it's not one that I've been able to watch fully. And that can be annoying. That can be kind of disappointing, not being able to have like that sort of opportunity or just be able to take in that kind of content. It leads me with kind of a weird understanding of why people watch my videos, specifically these videos, the Will Flips. I like making them. You know, I really like doing it, and I like that people seem to enjoy it a whole lot. But to me, to some degree, I was confused as to what the draw was, right? Like, I didn't fully understand what was going on. And then the other day, the wonderful boys over at Blade Bias, which, by the way, if you haven't heard of Blade Bias, it's a fantastic channel, very similar to this. It's run by Ethan and Telestro, Camaro, EE, and Ty. They are both awesome dudes, and they make videos very similar to mine, where they're flipping and talking about cool stuff and, you know, just like getting their opinions out, or just talking about stuff sometimes. It doesn't even need to be opinionated necessarily. And I just think that that's really, really cool. And even then, you know, I liked it, but it wasn't something that I was able to listen to very often, because like I don't have the time to put on a 10-minute long video and just listen to it, unfortunately. Until the other day, I was doing some chores and YouTube recommended me one of those videos. And I was like, oh, you know, actually, yeah, I'll watch, you know, this video, because I've watched their stuff before. I do enjoy it. And it was about a topic that I was very interested in. And so I put it on and I watched it. And I had a whole out, like full on epiphany as to why people like these videos. Like, genuinely a full out 100% epiphany. I feel kind of dumb for even saying it, because I feel like it's a little bit silly, but yeah, I had a full on epiphany for why people even watch this stuff. And it was very cathartic and like nice getting to watch a video where I really didn't have to pay much attention to what was actually happening visually on the video. And I could just listen to this person whose opinion I trust talk about stuff that I find super interesting. And that was wild, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm doing my chores, I'm like doing the dishes in the dishwasher and whatnot, and I'm also listening to this thing, and like my brain is engaged with it, and like all this stuff is happening, and like I get it now. I don't know, this might sound silly to most of you, because obviously if you watch this, you probably get it, but it was just funny to me, because like, when I say that I don't consume that kind of media, I also mean it in a sense of like, when I do get the chance to consume media, because, you know, as I said, I really don't get that chance super often. So when I do, I usually seek out produced stuff. I seek out stuff that was, you know, created and edited and has like more going on for it than you might think. You know, not just, oh yeah, this is someone talking. or whatever. You know, like if I have a limited budget of the actual media that I can watch and enjoy, then I might as well like actually, you know, watch stuff that I know I'm going to enjoy and like get the worth of my time out of, if that makes sense, right? Like I don't want to just watch anything. Oh, there's a train going by, that's very loud. I don't want to just watch anything and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm getting my, I have 30 minutes to watch media right now, and so I don't want to waste that on potentially something that I might find boring or whatever. And so realizing that this kind of stuff, the stuff that I'm making with Will Flips and like the value that that actually has and, you know, how that can affect people, that was a really, really good realization for me. So yeah, I know it sounds silly. I know it's kind of hilarious that this is a thing that I'm even talking about in the first place, but yeah, this is just something that affected me and something I realized all of a sudden. And yeah, I find it kind of funny that it even took me this long to get this, you know? Like, I don't know, I just feel kind of silly for not really understanding what the draw was. Like, I understood that I was having fun, I understood that I was having a good time making these videos, but I didn't totally get why it was, like, popular to people who weren't me. You know, like, for me, this is like, oh yeah, I can just talk about anything, and it gives me a outlet creatively and like energetically. I can pour time and energy into projects on this channel that I just couldn't on my other channel, and so it is a nice outlet for me. But I think it's different in terms of a viewer, and I understand a lot more now how you can get stuff out of this that you really just can't get on my main channel. Like, you can't get this unabashed view of me where I'm just talking normally about something that you're potentially interested in, that doesn't take a whole lot of you like having to, I don't know, focus mentally. Like, it doesn't take a lot of mental effort to watch and listen to one of these videos. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of a long one. I'm just kind of like talking at you about stuff that I find interesting. But either way, I just thought that this is a really interesting topic to talk about because, yeah, it's really cool. By the way, this is my own personal iBass that I just bought recently off of Blade HQ. I really, really like the iBass. I talked about it before. We're going to be releasing a full, like, review of it. So all of that is coming. But this is my personal iBass. This thing has been fantastic already, both flipping wise. I did have to mod it a little bit so it was a little bit less rough around the edges, but like once I did that, this thing has turned out to be an awesome balisong that I am very, very thankful to have. And yeah. So anyways, now I have just arrived at this wonderful place known as the Krog Street Tunnel, which is just this really dope, like, graffitied out tunnel in Atlanta, and my next video will probably be from inside that tunnel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the moment. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and now if you'll excuse me, I am going in there. Peace.